Among the most remarkable and agile creatures of the avian world are swift birds. Their name itself, swift, reflects not just their speed but their grace and dexterity in flight. Swifts are birds that have adapted to a life almost entirely spent in the air. Their streamlined bodies and impressive aerial abilities set them apart as some of nature's most incredible flyers. From their feeding habits to their migratory journeys, swifts are birds that capture the imagination of birdwatchers and scientists alike. In this documentary, we will delve deep into the fascinating world of swift birds, examining their unique physiology, behavior, habitats, and migration patterns. We will explore their evolutionary history, their role in ecosystems, and the conservation efforts dedicated to protecting them. Through their swift, relentless flight, we will uncover the secrets of a bird that has mastered the skies. Swifts belong to the family Apodidae, a group of birds known for their exceptional flying capabilities. These birds are small to medium-sized and have adapted over millions of years to spend most of their lives in the air. Unlike many other birds, swifts are not particularly well suited to perching, though they can rest in flight or on vertical surfaces such as cliffs or tree trunks. Swifts are the epitome of flight specialization. Their bodies are designed for speed and agility, making them among the fastest birds in the world. Swifts have long, pointed wings that are ideal for high-speed flight and maneuverability. Their wings are highly adapted for gliding, allowing them to soar effortlessly through the air for extended periods. Unlike many birds, swifts have a relatively low wing loading, meaning their wings are large compared to their body mass, giving them greater lift. The tail of a swift is forked, which provides additional stability during flight. The tail functions as a rudder, helping them steer and maintain control while flying at high speeds. One of the most notable features of swifts is their tiny, almost useless feet. They have limited ability to perch and, instead, use their feet mainly for clinging to vertical surfaces like cliffs or tree trunks. They also use them to catch insects while in midair. Swifts have incredibly sharp eyesight, essential for spotting prey while soaring. Their large, dark eyes allow them to detect even the faintest movements of insects below them, crucial for hunting on the wing. Swifts are unique in that they spend the majority of their lives in the air. They are rarely seen on the ground, except for nesting or in exceptional circumstances. This section delves into the day-to-day behavior of swifts, their feeding habits, and their interaction with the environment. Swifts are insectivores, feeding primarily on flying insects such as flies, moths, beetles, and ants. They are expert aerial hunters, capable of catching their prey while in full flight. Swifts feed using a technique called hawking, in which they snatch insects directly from the air with their wide, gaping mouths. Diet: during the warmer months, swifts can consume vast quantities of insects, crucial to their survival. They also supplement their diet with spiders and other small airborne creatures. During migration, swifts often rely on the abundance of insects along the way to fuel their long journeys. Feeding time: swifts are diurnal feeders, meaning they hunt during the day. They are particularly active in the late afternoon and early evening when insects are most abundant. Some species of swifts, such as the European swift, can fly for hours without stopping to rest, continuously feeding as they go. Unlike many other birds, swifts do not perch in trees or on the ground. Instead, they rest in flight, gliding on thermal air currents. They are also known to rest on vertical surfaces, such as cliffs, buildings, and trees, where they can cling to the surface with their tiny feet. Some species of swifts, like the chimney swift, have evolved to nest in chimneys or other man-made structures, creating unique connections between these birds and human habitats. At night, swifts rest in groups, often roosting together in the same location. During migration, they are known to fly at night, using the stars to navigate, although they also take rest breaks during the day. Swifts are cavity-nesting birds, and they typically build their nests in crevices or high places such as cliff faces, tall trees, or human-made structures. These nests are typically constructed with twigs, feathers, and other natural materials, and they are often located in sheltered, hard-to-reach spots. Swifts typically lay 2 to 3 eggs per breeding season. The eggs are usually laid in the late spring or early summer, and both parents take turns incubating them. The chicks hatch after about 20 days, and the parents work together to feed them a diet of insects. Swifts prefer nesting sites that are high up and safe from predators. In urban areas, swifts have adapted to using chimneys, buildings, and bridges as their nesting grounds. They can sometimes be seen darting in and out of these structures, creating a mesmerizing sight as they go about their reproductive duties. One of the most extraordinary aspects of swift birds is their incredible migratory behavior. Swifts are long-distance travelers, and some species undertake journeys of thousands of kilometers, crossing continents to reach their wintering grounds. These migrations are essential for the survival of the species as they move to areas where food is abundant and temperatures are milder. The most well-known swift migration is that of the common swift Apis apis, which breeds in Europe and migrates to Africa for the winter. These birds travel across the Mediterranean and North Africa, covering vast distances in their quest for warmer climates and abundant food sources. Swifts are exceptional navigators, using a combination of environmental cues and instincts to find their way across vast distances. They can detect changes in the Earth's magnetic field, allowing them to orient themselves during migration. One of the most astonishing aspects of swift migration is their ability to fly without stopping for days at a time. Swifts are capable of covering vast distances on a single flight, using air currents and thermal updrafts to stay aloft. It is believed that some species can fly for up to 10 months without touching the ground. For swifts that breed in Europe, the wintering grounds are located in sub-Saharan Africa, where they can continue to find abundant food. These birds spend the winter months in a state of relative inactivity, waiting for the return of spring to start their journey back to their breeding grounds. Swifts play a vital role in the ecosystems they inhabit, particularly in controlling insect populations. Their feeding habits make them an essential part of the food web as they help regulate insect numbers, reducing the spread of pests and diseases. Swifts are important natural pest controllers. By consuming large quantities of insects, they help keep insect populations in check. This is especially important in agricultural areas where swifts can help control pest species that might otherwise damage crops. In addition, by consuming flying insects like mosquitoes, swifts may help reduce the spread of diseases such as malaria. Swifts also contribute to the health of the environment by acting as indicators of ecosystem health. Their presence in an area can signal a balanced and healthy environment, while their absence may indicate environmental degradation or the loss of suitable habitats. While swifts are resilient and adaptable, they face numerous challenges due to human activities and environmental changes. Habitat destruction, particularly the loss of nesting sites in buildings and trees, is a significant threat to swift populations. Pesticide use and climate change also pose challenges to their survival as they affect the availability of their insect prey. Several organizations are dedicated to preserving swift populations and ensuring that their habitats are protected. Efforts include creating artificial nesting sites, raising awareness about the importance of swifts in ecosystems, and supporting sustainable farming practices that reduce pesticide use. Conservationists are also working on monitoring swift populations to track their movements and identify potential threats. Through these efforts, there is hope that swift populations will be able to thrive for generations to come. Swifts are among the most awe-inspiring birds on the planet. Their ability to soar across continents, their impressive speed, and their specialized anatomy make them true marvels of nature. By studying their behavior, migration, and ecological role, we gain a greater appreciation for the delicate balance of our natural world. The story of the swift is one of endurance, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of survival. As these birds continue to circle the skies above us, They remind us of the wonders of nature and the importance of preserving the delicate ecosystems that sustain us all. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment the video.